In early 2025, the French Navy conducted a major maritime operation in the Indo-Pacific, sending the aircraft carrier Charles de Gaulle and its battle group through the South China Sea as part of a wider strategic deployment. This operation, known as Clemenceau 25, aimed to reinforce France's military partnerships and demonstrate its continued engagement in the region. The deployment involved a full carrier strike group, including a destroyer, 2 frigates, a nuclear-powered attack submarine, and supporting supply vessels. The Charles de Gaulle began its journey from France, sailing through the Mediterranean, Suez Canal, Red Sea, Indian Ocean, and eventually into the contested waters of the South China Sea and East China Sea. While operating in Southeast Asia, the French fleet reportedly detected between 30 and 40 Chinese naval vessels, including the Shandong, China's domestically built aircraft carrier. The French side stated that they observed no hostile actions but remained prepared for any contingencies. Naval officers described the situation as one of mutual observation rather than confrontation. The French Navy emphasized that the deployment was not intended to provoke, but rather to uphold international norms such as freedom of navigation. It included joint training exercises with partners including India, Japan, the Philippines, and the United States. For instance, the French carrier group conducted a dual carrier exercise with India in the Indian Ocean and took part in joint maritime operations near the Philippines and Japan. The French carrier's visit to the South China Sea comes at a time of heightened strategic attention to the region. France maintains overseas territories and exclusive economic zones in the Indo-Pacific, and Paris has expressed a desire to be an active player in maintaining security and stability in the area. Chinese naval forces were reportedly aware of the Charles de Gaulle's presence, tracking its movements through key waterways such as the Luzon Strait. However, Chinese forces did not appear to escalate or challenge the French presence directly. Some analysts suggest this response signals Beijing's effort to avoid unnecessary tensions with European navies, distinguishing between the actions of France and those of the United States. While some French officials characterize the encounter as a sign of deterrent strength, military analysts caution against overstatement. The Charles de Gaulle, while advanced and nuclear-powered, is smaller than the Shandong, with a displacement of approximately 42,500 tons and a maximum speed of around 25 knots. It carries about 40 aircraft, including 24 Rafale M fighters and American-made E-2C early warning aircraft. Debates continue about the true extent of France's naval capabilities in relation to major Pacific powers. However, the deployment signals a growing European willingness to project presence far from home waters. Whether such missions will influence the strategic calculus in the Indo-Pacific remains to be seen.